4 o'clock on a Monday, and you know what that means. Yes, sirree, Bob. It is time for another exciting episode of Taxi TV Live. And welcome. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I had my daughter Gabriella graduated from junior high this weekend, and that was kind of cool. I installed a new operating system on my laptop over the weekend, and for those of you who are thinking about upgrading to Macintoshes or Apple's 10.9.3, might want to wait till that one stabilizes, because I have been getting crashes where my computer just restarts itself on a whim. It's done so, it did it like 10 times yesterday. It's done it about 3 times today. So if I get 2 or 3 restarts during the show, I may have to just bag the show, because I don't want to keep starting and stopping and starting and stopping. Thanks, Robbie. Yep, she's going to be a high school girl, and she had last night, we went out with, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 families, took over better part of a restaurant, and today my wife took Gabriella and 5 of her classmates to Santa Barbara for an overnighter, and then they're going camping tomorrow night, so should be fun. Kind of wish I was there, but I don't know. These girls spend an awful lot of time on fingernail painting, which I completely don't get at all. Anyway, so like I said, yes, I do have 4 daughters. I've got 2 older ones and then 2 younger ones. My daughters range in age between 13 and a half and 33. So we are going to listen today. Sophia put together this playlist for me. I've been out of the office. I've been out of the office a lot for the last week or 10 days doing, I'm going through Google AdWords training. And I got to tell you, it's hard to, I mean, I knew a fair amount about Google AdWords before, but the level that I'm working at now, really, really hard. And I'm not that smart, so it's been mind-numbing. And so Kale and Sophia and Anthony took care of all this in my absence. So I am now going to read you the listing, and then we're going to listen to some forwards and returns today. And this listing number was U140402RS. And it was for introspective singer-songwriter songs about relationships are needed by a music supervisor working on a hot new reality TV show. She's searching for down to mid-tempo songs in stylistic wheelhouse of Say Something by Great Big World, We Are Man and Wife by Michelle Featherstone, and No One's Perfect by Stereophonics. And I would play those for you, but lately I've been noticing that when I include stuff from charting artists on the show, that YouTube, even though it's an educational show and not entertainment, although I can be fairly entertaining, I've been told from time to time, YouTube in Europe in particular, and it seems like maybe even Germany in particular, won't post the YouTube version of the show for copyright reasons. So anyway, so I'm not going to play those, but again, they are Say Something by A Great Big World, We're a Man and Wife by Michelle Featherstone, and No One's Perfect by Stereophonics. The show, the TV show that's looking for the music, focuses on relationships in all caps. Good or bad, for better or for worse, your song should have a reflective, intimate, soul-searching approach that can relate to the ups or downs of complicated romantic relationships. Aren't they all complicated? Contemporary acoustic bass guitar or piano song should work best for this pitch. It's okay if your song has some light band accompaniment like bass and drums, as long as it adds to the emotion and doesn't overpower the lyrics and the melody. Let's see, your vocal performance should be top-notch. Please do not submit any songs that sound dated, stiff, or MIDI-driven. That almost always goes without saying, especially for the singer-songwriter stuff. Universal lyrics should work best. Avoid references to specific names, dates, places, times, brands, profanity, etc. Lyric themes about falling in or out of love, working it out, breaking up, pain, joy, etc. could all be on target for this request. Please do not copy or rip off the reference artist in any way, shape, or form. Broadcast quality is needed. Great sounding home recordings are fine. The estimated license for this is $1,000. This is direct to music supervisor, so you'll keep 100% of your master and publishing rights, plus you'll also get 100% of the sync fee and any applicable performance royalties, blah, 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 blah. The rest is all boilerplate. Okay, so to recap, introspective, relationship songs, down to mid-tempo, reflective, intimate, soul-searching, great vocal performance, nothing that sounds stiff or MIDI-driven or dated. That's about it. I had a cold over the weekend, and I've got one ear plugged up, so I'm hearing myself really loud in that one ear. By the way, how about that show with Shirelli the other day? I'm so sorry. Rob was speaking so quietly, I turned the input volume up and didn't realize how hard I was driving it once we had the mix going on in the monitor. So I'm sorry for the distortion the other day, but hopefully you still got the point. Anyway, hey Luger, yep, microphone is on its way, should be there shortly. All right, so let's have a listen, and I'm going to play forwards and returns, and we haven't done this in a little while, so let's do some voting today. +1 if you think something that we just heard should be forwarded, and -1 if you think it should not be forwarded. I am not going to give you the artist names out of respect for those whose feelings might be a little hurt if the audience doesn't think that their song should be forwarded, but I am going to give the song titles, and the first one I'm going to play is a song called Home, H-O-M-E, Home. And here we go.
It's your touch that saves me.
All right, so cast your votes. +1 if you would forward that song for the listing I just read. -1 if you would not. I want to see if you guys vote with the screeners on this. Scallops and shrimp fettuccine tonight at Scott Hansen's restaurants. Sounds good, Scott. All right. I have not seen a -1 come in yet, so I'm guessing you guys would forward that puppy because I'm seeing all +1s. Nope, I'm not going to say it was returned. That one was actually forwarded. Somebody said, haven't we heard this on another show? I think we might have. The song sounded familiar. I could have heard it in the office, but it did sound familiar. And whoever said the ending was kind of strange, I agree. It was surprising. It definitely tickled Broca's area up there, which tends to make people remember stuff. I just don't know if I'd want the song being remembered for that little hiccup ending thing. I'm not really sure. But overall, I liked it. I thought that it felt reflective and very, very intimate. Definitely about relationships, very much in the singer-songwriter style. Sounded like a forward to me. Excuse me, there's my my weekly rock star burp. All right, let's move on a little bit. And now we are going to listen to a song called Ain't Taking You Back. And just a reminder, if things go dead, that I've got a new operating system on my laptop and it's being very flaky right now, which is odd for a Mac product. But if we go black, I'll try and come back. And if it happens a second time, I'm not so sure if we'll finish the show. Feels a little like playing Russian roulette with the old webcast here. But so far, so good. So here we go. One more time. This is a song called Ain't Taking You Back. All right, cast your votes. +1 if you would forward that for that listing. -1 if you would not. And I'm just dying to weigh in on this one. But I'll wait until you guys cast your votes because I don't want to influence the audience. Luke in 26 says -1 only because it's not on target for listing. Well, yeah, it's kind of like ordering a ham sandwich and getting a veggie burger. A really good veggie burger, I might add, because now there are enough votes coming in where I can see we've only got 2 +1s, 3 +1s. But, you know, was it reflective, intimate, soul-searching? No. Was it introspective? Not really. Was it down to mid-tempo? It was more like mid to up-tempo. Probably closer to up-tempo, but it was great. It was an awesome song. Country swing, I guess would be the genre on that. Not bluegrass. I'm guessing more country swing. But man, oh man, that was really close for, not for this listing, but certainly if somebody needed something as background source coming out of a jukebox and, you know, in an old honky tonk on a dusty highway somewhere, put that on, give it lots of room reverb, and let it rip. Great song. Really, really like the song. Robbie Hancock says, "Hey, Michael, you should bring in more regular peeps to be the live studio audience." You're talking about not actually sitting on this side of the camera, Robbie, but, you know, having other people just sit on the couch in the office and watching? Yeah, country western. I mean, yeah, this definitely one of made. What was that guy who used to make all the great shirts? Oh, Nudie. Remember that guy? There was a guy that made, you know, like the kind of Roy Rogers style shirts that a lot of big country artists wore back in the day. Maybe some still wear them. And his name was Nudie. You know, shirts that had piping and like pearlescent little snap covers and just, you know, really good stuff. Luger, you get rid of the commercials by downloading ad blocking software, which it's a plugin and it's free. So just type in your browser ad blocker, and if you're using Firefox, type in ad blocker Firefox or ad blocker Chrome, and it'll block the commercials. So Robbie, okay, so you want me to just have people show up and sit on the couch? Don't you think that, I mean, you guys get to interact, and the people sitting on the couch have to sit there and be quiet. Anyway, so yes, this one was a return, but it was a really cool song. Somebody says, "Hey, Studio 51, don't understand your question. Send me a private message if you want to." Okay, so I don't need to get involved in that. I have no idea what it's about. Yeah, that was really, really, really cool. Okay, so just not right for the listing. Didn't have a lot of things, but it's a really good example of, yeah, the screeners hear stuff that's cool, but I mean, it wasn't a singer-songwriter. It wasn't down tempo. Didn't sound all that introspective or anything. So there you go. But I think we all liked it. So let's have a listen to another one. And this one is called "I Am With You."
I'm at the edge. This gets so old. Tears they fall, my empty soul fade to black. My senses reel, right in the distance on misery's wheels. I am with you one has a clue still. I am with you. I'm all alone in a crowded room. The smile I wear is my new tattoo. This is my weight, my cross to bear. Feels so empty inside, there's no one there. I am with you. I am with you. Though I'm left here all alone, no one has a clue. Still, I am with you. Though time has passed, I'm home again, living my life, been on the mend. How I made it here is a gift to me. All I needed was to be set free.
All right, curious to see what you guys say on this one. Please cast your votes, ladies and gentlemen. +1 if you would forward that for this listing, and -1 if you would not. I'm going to read the listing once again because we've had some new people join us. Introspective singer-songwriter songs about relationships are needed by a music supervisor working on a hot new reality show. She's searching for down to mid-tempo songs and stylistic wheelhouse of Say Something by A Great Big World, We Are Man and Wife by Michelle Featherstone, No One's Perfect by Stereophonics. The show focuses on relationships, good or bad, for better or for worse. Your song should have a reflective, intimate, soul-searching approach that can relate to the ups or downs of complicated romantic relationships. Contemporary acoustic bass guitar or piano songs should work best for this pitch. It's okay if your song has some light band accompaniment like bass and drums, as long as it adds to the emotion and doesn't overpower the lyrics or the melody. Your vocal performance should be top-notch. Please do not submit any songs that sounds dated, stiff, or MIDI-driven. Universal lyrics should work best. Avoid references to specific names, dates, places, times, brands, profanity, etc. Lyric themes about falling in or out of love, working it out, breaking up, pain, joy, etc. could all be on target for this request. Please do not copy or rip off the reference artist in any shape or form. Broadcast quality is needed. Estimated license $1,000. Direct to music supervisor. You keep all the rights. You get all the money. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so the votes are in. At least they're in. We've got a few +1s, but mostly -1s. I saw some people handing out compliments. I like the sincerity in this gentleman's voice. You really get a sense that he means the lyrics. And I just saw somebody mention, but it's not contemporary. And that would be my guess. This was not a forward, it was a return. And that would be my guess as to why the screener returned it. Am I nuts? I might be nitpicking this one. But almost on the opening chord, the guitar sounded a little out of tune, although later it didn't. So it could have just been like a finger pushing a string a little too hard. But he also had a couple specifics in there that could have conflicted with a storyline. He talked about being in a crowded room and something about a tattoo. Not horribly ununiversal. You know, I've heard a lot worse, but still took away from the universality of it. Anyway, you know, not bad. It was singer-songwriter. Definitely kind of introspective and had some moodiness to it, although the listing didn't mention moodiness, but it was introspective and reflective and intimate. It was definitely about the gentleman singing the song. It was his story about his relationship. And I was trying to think as I was listening to about how you could take a similar storyline and the feelings that the storyline engendered in this guy and use those to create a more universal lyric, maybe less about being in the crowded room and the tattoo and more about how you felt because this relationship didn't work. How did it make you feel? Music supervisors love things that talk about emotion. Mr. DJ Chameleon says, "For my ears, the guitar was too bright and didn't blend well, or didn't blend with the vocal well." Didn't really notice. Anyway, okay, so that one was not a forward. Ooh, I like the title of this one a lot. This one is called "Soft Place to Fall." Let's have a listen.
I'll be your soft place to fall, your soft place to fall. I'll be your soft place to fall. Ooh, 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 ooh. When the heavens above rain down with tough love and shatter what's left of your dreams. If you're lost in the storm, wondering why you were born to a life torn apart at the seams, I'll be right by your side, faster than light can fly, catching clouds in the air, till a sky full of sunshine appears. So when you need a soft place to fall, someone to save you from gravity's pull, I'll take you from broken to unbreakable. Just turn to me, let go and you'll see. I'll be your soft place to fall, your soft place to fall. I'll be your soft place to fall. Ooh, 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 ooh. I've been just where you are, there's no hiding that scar. Sometimes it's so hard to stay sane. All the lies I was told made me angry and cold, and I locked myself up in the pain. But you were right by my side, faster than light can fly, catching clouds in the air, till a sky full of sunshine appeared. So when you need a soft place to fall, someone to save you from gravity's pull, I'll take you from broken to unbreakable. Just turn to me, let go and you'll see. I'll be your soft place to fall, your soft place to fall. I'll be your soft place to fall. Ooh, 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 ooh. Life's not always beautiful if you're living outside the lines. This world will try to break you down and take you to the edge sometimes. So when you need a soft place to fall,
Ooh, modulation.
save you from gravity's pull, I'll take you from broken to unbreakable. Just turn to me, let go and just see. I'll be your soft place to fall. When every soul needs to fall, I'll be the one you can call. Just turn to me, let go and you'll see. I'll be your soft place to fall.
Wow, Amanda just had a kitten. Nice going, Amanda. Congratulations. Well, I hope if it's a boy, you name it after me. All right, cast your votes, guys. +1 for a forward on that, and a -1 if you would not forward it. I don't think we've ever had a kitten be born on the show before. That's a first. Michael or Michaela. If it has any checkers on it, name it Taxi. Um, all right, so Turner Chai. Maybe it's somebody named Turner from Chicago. Gave it a +1 and said, why not? And Journey Jahari gave it a plus or minus. That's not fair. It's like voting Republicrat or Democrat. I'm not sure which. All right. It wasn't a forward, but I gotta say, even when our members don't get it right, they still get something right. That song had a ton of potential. Yeah, there was a little George Michael in there. It was very rhythmic. It definitely didn't meet the criteria for listing. It didn't sound introspective. Yeah, it was about a relationship, but it wasn't down to mid-tempo. It wasn't introspective, wasn't reflective, wasn't intimate, wasn't soul-searching. But it was really cool. I liked it a lot. And boy, I would love to stick whoever that was in a room with like Stephen Giles maybe, or Pedro, or one of those dudes, and see what comes out of it, because that was, it had some cool top line stuff going on. I also liked the guy's voice singing it. It just wasn't right for listing at all. Who's the guy that writes and produces the Bruno Mars stuff? Ari Levine? I bet Ari Levine would have fun with that one. So what do you guys think? Bob Lagrasso gave it a +1. Stephen Giles says +1 for other listings and potential. Yeah, he agrees with me on that. Yeah, there was something really cool. What was that in the background, Michael? I don't know specifically what you're speaking about there. Bubbles? But it was cool. It had some kind of cool contemporary sound. I mean, it was a pretty stripped down demo that had a lot of not stripped down stuff in it. It had a lot of production ideas done acoustically, which is really cool. All right, let's listen to another. Moving right along here today. I'm trying to get through a bunch. All right, this one is called 1+1. Finger Wing says, okay, I'll marry her.
One more night, you and I, love's left a mark. And where do I start? I've welded my heart, memorizing all of you, finding out what counts as true. It's one plus one, completely undone. All that remains is both of us stay. All I want is one plus one, completely undone. All that remains is both of us stay. Both of us stay forever.
Sorry, I ended on the fade out on that last note. Cast your votes, ladies and gentlemen. +1 for a forward, -1 for a return. A lot of very strong +1s for that one. Several, I think like 3 different people have all mentioned this, so I'm going to bring it up. People talked about it maybe not sounding contemporary enough. And I know the singer-songwriter on that one, and she's had issues where the screeners have dinged her for not sounding contemporary enough. I was a little on the fence on this one. It was so beautiful, and her voice is so intimate. I mean, really, you just want to reach out and hug her, you know? I mean, she's like right there next to you when she's singing it. So I found that it was so engaging that it almost didn't bother me. It maybe, you know what? Maybe you couldn't call it hip. It certainly didn't sound dated, in my opinion. It didn't sound dated, but it also wasn't on the cutting edge of contemporary. And it just didn't matter because it was so good, I think. Yeah, Amanda says she's slightly iffy about the contemptness. New word. Screeners are too old to sound contemporary. Actually, they're not. A lot of. Put it this way. I mean, I should have updated that list of screeners on the website a long time ago. But yeah, and you know, we have screeners who are, you know, probably in their 60s that know more about music than a lot of 20-year-olds do. So I don't think age really matters. It's all a matter of how much they listen and what they listen to. Made you look good like the hugger. Yeah, that song made you. It connected you with that artist. You know, that is tugging on the emotional heartstrings. 20-something screening. We've probably got a few. We've probably had some. I would say probably in their 28-ish years. Here's one comes to mind, John Asher. You know, I actually have no idea how old John Asher is, but he's definitely among our younger screeners. And that guy is one of the great screeners, man. He's got amazing ears. We've had him on the show. Guy with the big poofy blonde hair. Looks like cotton candy sometimes. All right. So yeah, that one was a forward. Let's move on and listen to a song called Wasted Wish. Another good title. It's a really good title. Here we go, Wasted Wish.
Wish I were lying by your side, our dreams waltzing in the warm wind. I would smile as your fingertips traced hearts on my skin. I could feel your love again. I miss the way that you tease me. I long for your midnight kiss, but baby, wishing you'd walk through the door is just a wasted wish. Close my eyes, I can hear you sigh. Your memory surrounds me. Feel your breath on the back of my neck as you whisper my name softly. I feel you love me. I miss the way that you tease me. I long for your midnight kiss, but baby, wishing you'd walk through the door is just a wasted wish. I dream about those kitchen dances barefoot on the floor. The way you'd smile, take my hand and lead me through the door. These nights alone are cold and tough. Now morning can come soon enough. I miss the way that you tease me. I long for your midnight kiss, but baby, wishing you'd walk through the door. A million shooting stars couldn't help me now. It's just a wasted
I love my little crowd in the blue box. They're so enthusiastic. And I hear a new voice in there every time I hit that button. So cast your votes. +1 if you would forward it. -1 if you would not. And somebody said, what was this listing selling? It wasn't selling anything. The listing was for a reality TV show looking for introspective singer-songwriter songs about relationships. Music supervisor directly ran this listing with us. It wasn't for a library. Hot new reality show, needed down to mid-tempo songs and stylistic wheelhouse of Say Something by A Great Big World. We're Man and Wife by Michelle Featherstone. No One's Perfect by Stereophonics. As I mentioned earlier in the show, in case you weren't here, the reason I'm not playing the songs, the reference songs, is I've gotten dinged by YouTube in Germany specifically, and maybe Europe, period, or more broadly lately, for playing charted stuff that YouTube identifies as a copyright issue. But YouTube doesn't know that we're using it for educational purposes, and we are actually allowed to do that. And this is clearly educational. So anyway, looking at the votes, we got almost all +1s on that one. There's 1, 2, 3. Rob Tunes gave up wrong key. So mostly +1s, almost all +1s. There were a few -1s. There's a couple early on. And I've got to tell you, let's see. Studio 51 agrees with Pedro, and I'm guessing Pedro said -1. Not strong enough, I'm afraid. Great voice, though. Yep. Sadly, this one didn't get forwarded, and it's a great song. And the vocal quality is, her vocal is just so sweet and clear and pretty. And the song is very gentle and very heartfelt, all kinds of good stuff going on. My personal taste, when I heard it almost immediately, I thought it sounds pretty dated. I mean, the last one, the dated quotient, the song before this, was almost debatable. And so it really didn't come into play because the song was strong enough. This one was even a little more dated, and it did come into play for me, and I'm guessing that's why the screener didn't forward it. It's a beautiful song, and man, now I'm wishing that I'd gone ahead and just chanced playing the reference tracks on the show so we could kind of hear the ballpark they were in. VL Array says stylistically off target. The song before this was forwarded. The one that was slightly dated maybe, but it had a lot of sensitivity, was actually forwarded. This one was not. Jim Carvalho says, yeah, this one sounds old school. Casey says, new production plus touch of auto-tune. I almost find it refreshing sometimes when I hear a vocal get a little bit pitchy, just because I kind of miss never hearing that humanity in a note being bent a little bit. But I mean, I didn't find anything offensively bad about I heard the pitchiness in that one, but nothing made me go, eh. So we're up to 2 kittens now. Go, Amanda. This is awesome. I wish we had Amanda broadcasting the kitten birthing. Let me see, where are we? Okay, I'm gonna play one called Overcome. Let's see what we think. This one should have a guy's voice on it. I believe it's a guy's name next to it, but you never know. All right, this one is called Overcome. Let's have a listen.
Fire's going out. Is this something we can talk about, or just another way to reach the end? One August night you kissed my face so gently that I cried. With tears of joy I fell asleep, and at that moment I was overcome. My heart was rising like the sun.
That's cool.
And then the time we slowly sway, saying nothing, feeling our hearts so old. And from our lips a song of sweet relief. And at that moment I was overcome. My heart was rising like the sun, flying high above the room. I could see for miles and miles and miles away. You were everything I hoped for. In that moment I was overcome. Hold these memories like the sunshine. So one day if your fingers should brush mine, then hand in hand we will walk this world together. At that moment I'll be overcome. My heart will rise up like the sun, flying high above the room. At that moment I'll be overcome. My heart will rise up like the sun. I'll be flying high above the room. I can see for miles and miles and miles away. You'll be everything I hope for. In that moment I'll be overcome. And in that moment I'll be overcome.
All right. Cast your votes. Not that we need any confirmation after seeing everybody lavishing compliments on that one. Man, one of the first things I noticed about instantly, you know, it's contemporary sounding, right? Instantly, you can tell the difference. And then I started to wonder what makes it sound contemporary. Well, rhythmically, it was kind of different. Dun, 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 dun. Also, the voicing on two of the chords in that song just made the hair on my arm stand up. I mean, it's so funny how just something, you know, as simple as a suspended note, you know, just reversing the way something is voiced gives it more of an emotional impact. And that song had that. I think as Pedro Costa said, not just a forward, but a placement. And I would take it even farther than that, Pedro. I completely agree with you. I would say a placement. I wouldn't even let that song be on a reality show. I can't think of too many reality shows that deserve that song. That to me is like network primetime worthy. That was radio good, is what that was. That was a great friggin' song. I loved everything about that one. And I believe Stephen Giles, I can't remember what you asked, but anyway, I believe that this guy, I kind of think he's from the San Diego area, if I remember where he lives. I know I've spoken to him on the phone, and he's very, very talented and has been around taxi for a long time and had quite a bit of success, if I remember correctly. Wow, that was so cool. Will he be going on tour? I sure hope so. With the millions that Michael makes. Why do people love to count my money? Michael doesn't make millions. God, I was just having that conversation with somebody earlier today. Not about me making millions, about them, that their customers all think that they make millions and that they forget all the overhead. Yeah. People just do the multiplication. They never do the subtraction for the overhead part. Okay, anyway, yeah, that one was obviously a forward. It was awesome. You know what else what was cool about that was that it had a great lift. The chorus was anthemic. It made you kind of proud to be alive, glad to be alive. Um, it wasn't emotional in the heartbreaking sense, but it made you well up with other emotions. Just really, really nailed it. Um, Thanks. You love me even if I don't have a dime. Thank you. Hey, Catherine. That's okay. You don't have to apologize for coming late. Um, Thanks, Bubbles. Listing said introspective. Did they ask for anthemic? No, they didn't ask for anthemic, but it said introspective songs about relationships. Frankly, I wasn't paying very close attention to the words. I gotta admit that. Songs have reflective, intimate, soul searching. It did feel just the way he delivered the vocal, like he was soul searching. I don't know. Vocal performance top notch. Definitely had that. Um, yeah, Stephen, it was a forward. As Michael a millionaire find out next week. Um, no, well, Robtoon says being awesome trumps being right on the listing. No. Um, Look, we hear plenty of stuff that, I mean, there were a couple of songs earlier that I loved, but they didn't get forwarded because even though I loved them, I mean, I didn't screen the thing, but you know what I'm saying. This song was, you know what? Let's go back. I want to listen to a little bit of the lyric on that one, just for giggles, because I've got to admit, it's about overcoming. Okay, so, and I'm guessing it's overcoming an ended relationship. Let's find out. That note.
Think our fire's going out.
Think our fire's going out?
Is this something we can talk about?
Wow.
Or just another way to reach the end?
Falling in or out of love.
August night, you kissed my face so gently that I cried.
Intimate.
With tears of joy, I fell asleep. And at that moment, I was overcome. My heart was rising like the sun, flying high above the road. I could see for miles and miles and miles away. You were everything I hoped for. In that moment I was overcome.
Wow.
And then the time we slowly swayed.
Whew. Man, that one is going home in the car with me tonight. I love that song. Excellent, excellent work. I hope that person's watching, and if you are, you should be very proud of that one. That's a gem. Okay, let's listen to another. I've only got a couple left. Been plowing right through them today, huh? Only been on the air for an hour, and have made it through 8? No, 7? Whatever. Let's have a listen to Tug of War.
All I taste is bitter frustration. When all I say is pushes you away, giving me an invitation.
Sorry, thought it was over.
Feels like you're a million miles away.
Okay. Is it over? Yes, it is. All right. Sorry about that. It was a fake out ending, was it not? All right. Cast your votes. +1 for a forward, -1 if you would return that. So we're up to 2 kittens now. All right, so clearly not a forward. And again, you know, gotta love our members. I mean, stuff that doesn't get forwarded still, you know, has some positive attributes to it, and certainly doesn't suck. It just didn't fit what the listing asked for, in my opinion. I think you guys are saying that. Some say it's dated, more country than contemporary singer-songwriter. Good song, but the last song killed. I know that last song. Tough act to follow. Yeah, the track on that one, I don't know if they cut it to a click track. I mean, it sounded like a real drummer, but it was just, the band wasn't locked to itself, and the drummer wasn't steady. So had those things going against it. Joey Hatcher says +1 until the fake ending, then a -1. Richard Emmett. Hey, Richard. How are you, man? Yeah, I don't think I've ever noticed Joey Hatcher in the house before. So welcome to the show, Joey, if it's a first for you. Will DeWine says, I'm still overcome by the song before. Yeah, we might have to listen to that one more time before the show is over. All right, so that last one that I just played, not a forward. That was a return. Definitely more of a country vibe going on in that one. And it did sound a little dated, but certainly wasn't a bad song. Okay, now let us listen to this one, which is number 4. Like I'm bouncing around today to keep you guys off your game, so you can't see that I'm doing a pattern of forwards and returns. Okay, this one is called Where Did It Go? 3 more words.
Your starlit eyes are staring, smiling in my dreams, reminding me of all the times that we were in a fantasy we both believed. I know I'm too late, but it's time I tell you 3 more words. I didn't take the time to tell you that I need you in my life. I never told you just how much I love you, that I think about you all the time. And I need you, I need you, and I need you. It's no surprise seeing you have moved on. He is next to you. In all this time that you were living other dreams that could come true. I know I'm too late, but it's time I tell you 3 more words. I didn't take the time to tell you that I need you in my life. I never showed you just how much I love you, that I really want you by my side. And I need you, and I need you, and I need you. And do you ever dream about me? Maybe. Have you seen my face in a crowd lately?
Cast your votes. +1. Oh, +1's for forward, -1 for return. I love the fact Stephen Giles said something to the effect, doesn't watching this show make you want to head out into the studio and make music? Absolutely. Man, and I'm so glad that, these shows inspire you guys to feel that way. I get inspired. I listen to this stuff, makes me want to run home and record my daughter. She won't let me record. I'm not allowed. All right. Fingerwing says no drums. Gave it a -1. Simona Radu said cliche lyrics -1. I would say we're looking at about 90% +1s. Yes, that was Steve Collins singing on that one, and he's got such a great voice. Love that guy's voice. Somebody mentioned that the vocal delivery was more contemporary than the guitar. The guitar was super straight ahead on that one. It could have added a second part to make it a little more contemporary. Could have changed up the finger picking pattern a little to make it more contemporary. I wouldn't disagree with that comment. Mr. Giles, don't you have an ad blocker? Cliche words okay with great music. Who was it? Oh gosh, who do we have on the show that was talking about that? I think it was Susan Koch. We were talking about that issue that, look, the taxi screeners will return something based on lyrics being super cliche. Maybe not even a return based on the lyrics being cliche, but point out when a lyric is cliche, and they're just trying to, help you guys elevate your writing by pointing that stuff out. And people will respond. They always have since day number one by saying, "Oh, I hear cliche stuff on the radio all the time." That's true, but you have to look at the context of the entire thing. Could be that the rhythmic pattern is so fresh and completely engaging that it sucks you in. That's got little micro hooks, literally like in the first 2 bars of the intro that get your attention and suck you in. Could be that the chorus is just so undeniably awesome that when you look at the totality of everything else, that cliche lyrics get a free ride. So it does happen. Yeah. Anyway, I was just catching up on my reading here on the chat room. All right. Yeah, we're having kittens, Stephen. Amanda's cat is right next to her during the show, having kittens while we're on the air. Amanda, where do you live? Are you in Ireland or Scotland? Somewhere over there, right? All right, let's listen to... I've got one more to play you guys, and then we're going to go back and listen to our favorite from tonight's show, unless this one kicks its butt. So this one is called Tidal Wave. Let's have a listen to Tidal Wave. Galway Bay, nice.
You tore into life like a volcano. Caged and fierce, yet wildly free. Now life is building death as time unfolds.
Last one was a forward.
And I'm counting sheep, trying to breathe. should have been me. It should have been. Oh, I'm wide awake in this tidal wave. Nothing stays the same in this tidal wave. Can you stitch me a conversation? Take away the bad in the end. The open sky is beneath us. It's ghosters
Yep, long song.
I'm wide awake in this tidal wave. Nothing stays the same in this tidal
Where's my button? There it is. Cast your votes. +1 for a forward, -1 for a return. Oh man, I don't even see where I brought my notes. I've got so many notes written all over. I don't know which ones are for what. I kind of love that one. And somebody somewhere said, where can this one be used? Got to remember, most of the time they're not going to use it. That had to be close to, yeah, that was 5 minutes and 40 seconds. That was a very long song. But typically they're going to use, 7 seconds, 22 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe a minute on a really good day. So, I mean, there were all kinds of parts of that song that could be used. And frankly, I think that one, in my opinion, was better than most reality TV shows. Again, that was like network primetime quality. That was really good. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy. There you go. Yeah, that song would be a perfect montage thing. Perfect. Wow. I am just blown away by the quality of what we hear when we do these shows. And, the screeners are always like stopping me in the kitchen, in the hallway, walking out of here at night, saying, I heard something so amazing today. We have a lot of super talented members, and even the stuff that's not getting forwarded, pretty darn good. Yay. Go members. All right. Well, that one was clearly a forward. No, the length wasn't a problem because they're never going to use the whole song. And that's what editors are for. One thing I'd love to go back and check. I think that the tempo was even though it built in intensity and felt like it might have sped up at the end. It definitely got larger, more emotional at the end, but I think that the tempo was steady. And love the drum part. That drummer, if the drummer came up with that part on his or her own, A+ for the drummer. If the artist suggested it or the producer suggested that, heard that in their head and suggested it to the drummer, or maybe even programmed, I'm not sure. Just wow, amazing. Okay, let's go back one more time and listen to the song Overcome, because it was just so darn good, and I love closing on a happy note. Not that that last one was sad by any stretch of the imagination. So one more time for us all is a song called Overcome. I'm going to turn it up a little bit, hopefully not distort anything this week. I'll check my levels, which are usually behind the chat screen.
Think our fire's going out. Is there something we can talk about, or just another way to reach the end? One August night you kissed my face so gently that I cried. With tears of joy I fell asleep. We slowly sway, saying nothing, feeling our hearts so open, and from our lips a song of sweet relief. And at that moment I was overcome. My heart was rising like the sun, flying high above the room. I could see from miles and miles and miles away. You were everything I hoped for. In that moment I was overcome. All these memories like the sunshine. So one day if your fingers should brush mine, then hand in hand we will walk this world together. At that moment I'll be overcome. My heart will rise up like the sun, flying high above the room. At that moment I'll be overcome. My heart will rise up like the sun. I'll be flying high above the room. I can see for miles and miles and miles away. You'll be everything I hope for.
Gotta love that one. Just got to love it. Anyway, yeah, I should get that out to some label people. That song is awesome. I want to thank all the folks whose music we played tonight. Like I said, even the stuff that didn't get forwarded was pretty darn good. It all had something special going on. Thank you, Sophia, for putting together a really good playlist. I appreciate that more than you know, because as you can see, these guys learn a lot from it, and that's what we're here to do. So, with that, I'd like to wish you all a good night. Amanda, congratulations on the kittens. I guess that makes you a mom or grandma or something. Michael, if you have a great voice, should it be buried in the chorus? Really depends on so many mitigating factors, Jesse. Like all the guys in the Eagles, with maybe the possible exception of Joe Walsh, have a great voice, and he's got a great voice for what he does. You put them all together, the blend is amazing. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Put them all together, the blend is amazing. Sometimes you want Stephen Stills rising up out of the blend for a moment to make something more emphatic or more emotional. Sure. So I can't really say. It cuts so many different ways depending on the song and what you're trying to accomplish. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and we will see you very soon. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I'm not doing a show on Wednesday because my daughter Hannah is graduating, and the graduation starts at 4 or 4:30 or something like that. I thought they always did graduations on Sundays. But apparently they're doing a lot of graduations during the week now, which I guess is good. You don't have to miss flying remote control airplanes to go to graduations. Anyway, thanks for watching. Really had fun doing the show with you guys, and we will see you next week for another exciting episode of Taxi TV Live. Bye-bye, you guys.